Well, hello lads, I welcome you to a new video, and today we are continuing off from last time where Monika and Atazoth finally confessed to each other. So yeah, let's continue right from here. I love you too, Monika. That's the only thought of mine I can put into words. It's nothing compared to what just poured out of her mouth, but how could I possibly compare to that? I just... I can't put into words how deeply I care about you. Monika hums gently. Say, how long have you been into me? Oh, the sudden question takes me a little off guard, but I can be honest with her. Since second year, you always made English class worth going through. She giggles softly. And you? To be honest, she ponders. Around 2 months after we met. Maybe a month and a half. How does she manage to be this adorable, even after her sobs from earlier? We stay in each other's arms for a few more moments. It feels as if the world around us has frozen in place, allowing us both to take in this moment. The slightly blustery winds don't faze us. The distant sounds of the city are eclipsed by the thumping sounds of my heart. There aren't many words between us, but it doesn't matter in the slightest. This blissful silence is what we needed. It feels like an eternity before I speak again. I think we should start getting back before the others come looking for us. I know. If I could spend the rest of the day up here with you, I wouldn't mind that one bit. Me neither. I feel Monica burrow her head deeper into my shoulder. Neither of us want this moment to end, but of course the rest of the club is waiting for us. We release each other smiling brightly. So, I guess that makes us a couple now? Monica nods. I wouldn't want it any other way. Aw, finally good stuff happening in a DDLC mod. What do you wanna tell the others? Um, she thinks for a bit. I think the club's had enough shock for one day. Could you maybe keep it between us for the time being? Given everything that's happened today, I understand her request. I take her hand firmly in mine and squeeze it. We can go at whatever pace you want, Monica. Thank you. Hand in hand, we then walk back down into the corridor. No water for me today, so I might fucking die of thirst. But oh well. The walk back towards the club room carries a loving silence. Luckily for us, we didn't bump into many students during our walk. The ones we did walk past, though, didn't seem to notice us, being more focused on the school festivities. Before we reach the club room door, Monica lets go of my hand and glances through the door's glass pane. How's everyone in there? Sayori's pacing around the room, Yuri's reading, and Natsuki's asleep? Well, that's what it looks like anyway. She's starting to seem like her usual self again. After all the tears, it's a welcome return. You wanna head in? After you, Atazoth. I then open the door to let us in. Monika's earlier observations had proven to be correct. Judging by the lack of decorations, it seems they've been quite busy. They definitely got some way to explain Natsuki's little snooze. As soon as the door closes, Sarah looks in mine and Monika's direction and walks over. Atazoth? Monika? There's a noticeable concern in Sayori's voice. We weren't gone too long, were we? You two were gone for like 20 minutes. What happened? Guess that answers my question. I go to answer, but Monica beats me to it. I get overwhelmed and stormed off. When Atazoth found me, I was crying. Monica then looks over at me, smiling sincerely. We talked it over and I guess I took it too personally. It's nothing, really. You just needed someone to talk to and I'm just glad I could be there for you. I failed to contain the smile on my face. Could you guys keep it down? Natsuki yawns from her desk. Monica goes over to her, presumably to wake her up. Noticing mine and Monica's return, Yuri comes up to Sarah and I. You were gone for a while. A part of me even considered you'd both ditched us and gone home. Where would that idea even have come from? Judging by the look on Sarah's face, it seems as if the same thought might have crossed her mind too. But no, Yuri. I found her on the roof and I just felt it tried to comfort her, I suppose. I need to keep my promise to Monica. Sarah gives me an earnest smile, Yuri does the same, but looks to the side as she does so. My, that sounds awfully romantic. If only she knew. All I can do is nervously laugh off at the comment as I scratch the back of my neck. If things had played out a bit differently, maybe Monika would have wanted to tell the rest of the club straight away. Maybe not. What do I know? As she said, the club's had enough surprises for one day. I'll talk to her about it later. Natsuki and Monika eventually rejoin us. Natsuki herself looks like she needs an energy drink just to fully wake her up. Now, I know the festival wasn't what we were hoping for, but I think I've come up with something that will make it up to you all. The other girls look at Monika with expectant eyes. I know this nice little place in town, you know where I'm on about. Monika looks towards Sayori and Natsuki. The spark in their eyes let both her and I know that they remember the cafe. Ira looks a little lost though. Trust me, Ira, you're gonna love it. I'm sure I will, Natsuki. With that said, just wait outside the school gates for me. I'll be right with you, just gotta look up first. The girls then go to their separate ways to collect their stuff. Seizing the moment, they quickly go over to Monika. Hey. Hey. We will keep our voices low to not get anyone else's attention. You sure about going to the cafe? Of course. Like I think we all deserve to relax after today. I get that, don't worry. We smile in silence for a minute or two. When we get more time alone again, I promise I'll make it up to you. You really gave me a reason to smile today, Atazoth. This is something I'm gonna have to get used to, isn't it? I gently give her a hand a slight squeeze. I'll see you outside. In a bit. I quickly collect my bag and follow Sarah out the door. She does give me a sly look as if she knows something's going on between Monika and I. I really wish I could tell Sarah, but until Monika's ready to go public, these lips will remain sealed. That's good. The walk to the cafe was long and relatively a quiet one. Monika and I mostly trailed behind the others, occasionally getting a hold on each other's hands. I can honestly say that if Sayori, Natsuki and Yuri weren't with us, we might have been a bit more confident in showing our affection. But it's something that can always happen another day. The fuck, right? As soon as we got in the cafe, Monika excused herself from the rest of the group as she needed to use the bathroom. As the rest of us sit down and get comfy, I find myself stuck in a daydream. I didn't think this day could get crazier than the event, but thankfully, I was wrong. It's probably gonna take some time for it to actually cement itself in my head that Monika is my girlfriend. So, about you and Monika, Atazoth. Natsuki stammers, knocking me out of dreamland. Huh? When's the wedding? She asks with a mix of snark and sass that only Natsuki can pull off. My eyes widen. I ship it. Yuri nods in agreement. I'm at a loss for words. Was it that obvious? Is the only response I can give. Natsuki chuckles. Bitch, you've been practically drooling over her since you joined the club. Surely it's not as bad as Natsuki's making out to be. I don't even have the time to respond as Yuri starts talking. To be honest, I've been noticing how close you two get most meetings. In English class as well, Monika and I tend to talk. Mostly about classwork and club, but she does talk about you a fair bit as well. Personally speaking, I get the impression that she truly cares about you. Yuri smiles gently. Just my feeling about that, though. I can't help but blush as my head falls against the table. Seriously, you two need to get together already. The suspense is killing me. Look, Nat, I think after today, Monika doesn't need the extra stress. None of us do. The look in her eye tells me she doesn't like being called Nat. If we were still in school, that would have been one swift jab in the gut for me. Thankfully for me, it seems out of the club that she'd rather avoid that scenario. Not to mention, I'm not particularly in the mood for a smacked face right now. Look, you gonna ask her out or not? I smirk. I'd prefer to keep you in suspense. It's my turn to be a smart ass. Damn you! Our little exchange seems to liven Sarah and Yuri's spirits a little. Out the corner of my eye, I see Monika making her longer than expected return to the group. There you are! I smile at her and she smiles back as she takes her seat next to me. Sorry I took so long, I just needed a moment to myself. Oh no, why did she cry? As Monika sits down next to me, I notice some slight wet patches under her eyes. It's clear that she's been crying again. judging by the looks on the faces of the other girls, they've noticed it as well, though they don't say anything. Either for Monika's sake, or just to not make the situation uncomfortable, I'm still unsure. I like how they look concerned and Yuri is just bloody curious. The whole time at the cafe seems to, as Monika had hoped, help everyone relax a bit. However, whenever the other three were distracted, Monika would entwine her fingers with mine and give me a small but still very loving smile. I remember her saying that I'd given her a reason to smile today. Well, let's just say that feeling is very much mutual. Eventually, we left the cafe. Natsuki and Yuri went their separate ways, and I ended up walking home with Sayori and Monika. We soon find ourselves outside Sayori's house. I'll guess I see you two tomorrow. See you, Sayo. Have a good evening. Sayori makes it towards her house and heads inside, leaving Monika and I all alone as we make the short trip to mine. Monika grabs my hands with the same loving firmness as earlier and looks deep into my eyes. Thanks for today. It's still surreal to me that we are a couple now. I just hope it will be worth the wait. She chuckles nervously. I move my hands from hers and wrap my arms around her waist, pulling her closer. You're already worth more than I thought I deserved, Monika. My words help that gorgeous smile of hers return. She also wraps her arms around my waist. We remain lost in each other's eyes for a while until she speaks up again. I wanna try see how the rest of the week goes for us. Maybe on Friday we could possibly go public? In that case, do you wanna eat lunch on the roof tomorrow? Monica. I have not said that. Like, hear me out. Yes, but I have not said that. Monica giggles softly and her eyes move to the side. Her eyes meet mine again just as quickly. I'd love that. The more times I get to spend with you, the better, Atazoth. We then pull each other into a tight embrace. Jeez, the voice I'm pulling for Monica is getting a bit cringy, but we'll see how it sounds on recording. Your hugs are so warm. I feel as if I've heard this before. So are yours. We remain like this for a few minutes. I know you'll probably get tired of me saying this, but I love you. Don't be silly, Atazoth. I love you too. We soon release each other. I'll text you when I get home. Get home safely. I will. Monica then starts walking home and I let myself inside. Upon shutting the door, I collapse on the couch with a stupid grin on my face. Never in a million years did I ever expect to be with Monica. Yeah, I guess I kinda counted on her being a friend, but you can never truly tell how people feel inside. I learned that myself a long time ago. My phone then vibrates and I quickly fetch it out of my pocket. A text from Mom. I quickly swipe my screen to read it. It's just a text saying that she should be back a bit earlier tonight. I think to myself, MC as a mother, I forgot. I thought that the parents are gone all the time. Bloody hell. I know Monica said she wanted to wait for a bit before being more public, but I should be alright to tell my mom, right? After barely a second of pondering, I take my phone out of my pocket and decide to call her. Beep, 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 beep. No, I'm not doing a voice for this. I can barely make one voice. Oh, hey, Atazoth. Hiya, just got your text. How'd the festival go? Ah, the question I was kinda dreading. The dread would be greater if Monica hadn't been there to brighten my day. I sigh lightly. Well, I didn't go exactly as planned, but at least something got me smiling. Ooh, her inquisitive yet gentle tones make me feel a little more at ease with telling her. Well, I got a girlfriend. Ah, congrats. Atazoth, congratulations. You're officially a step up above me. What's her name? Monica. She's the president of the literature club I told you about. I'm proud of you. I really am. Thanks. I can't stop smiling. I'll tell you more when you get back. No worries. See you tonight. See ya. I put the phone down. There's gonna be one interesting talk tonight. Bloody hell. Ugh, the lack of drinking materials. Real hard on me, lads. Monika's bedroom later that night. Oh no, I'll have to try that cringy voice again. With one final text, both Atazoth and I wish each other good night. I collapse on my bed, holding my phone against my chest. I I haven't been this happy in so long. Much like yesterday, Mum noticed my cheer. Of course, I told her about Atazoth. I didn't tell her about the festival until Dad came back and asked about it. I did tell him about Atazoth. He didn't seem to react much. I suppose he's better than what he usually says to me. I wish I didn't have to lie to either of them about the festival going well. If Dad wasn't here, I could confide in Mum about it. Maybe one day I will. At least Atazoth's already made my week better. I can sleep easy knowing that. Oh, my throat hurts. It's finally Friday. Aside from me and Monika getting together, fuck. Getting together, it's been a fairly standard week. In our fairness, the hardest part for either of us was not letting our relationship out during the club. We have a habit of saving all the lovey-dovey stuff for texts, the occasional calls, and the school rooftop. There's been times we've almost kissed, but it hasn't actually happened yet. We're a new couple, so obviously there's gonna be a wait before that happens. We're not characters in some high schoolers rushed fanfiction after all. Oh, come on! I'm a high schooler with a not so rushed fanfiction, and it will go well. As for the rest of the club, Sayori seems to be keeping her eyes on both of us in a way that makes me think she's planning something. It is polite and timid as always. Natsuki Amuro has doubled down on her teasing. Honestly, there's been times where I've been this close to letting our secret slip. How I've been holding it in all this time amazes even me. I get into my morning routine and not long after waking up, as I wash in the shower, I think back to Monika. I don't think I smiled this much in a while. If anything, I should probably thank her for that. Eventually, I decide to get out before my skin gets too wrinkled. Fucking hell, my tongue is getting wrinkled, Jesus. Bah. As I'm waiting for my toast, my phone starts to ring. To my delight, it's Monika. I answer almost immediately. Gotta make sure my toast doesn't burn like yesterday. Morning, love. Morning to you too. You sleep well? Honestly, yeah. I've been getting better sleep these past few days. Same here. We both share a bit of laughter as I take a few bites from my breakfast. Say, I was thinking, if I leave mine now, I should have enough time to get to yours and still get to school on time. Would you want to walk to school together? I'd always humor that idea, but I was still a little nervous to actually ask her. Though saying that, that reminds me. Ooh, what happened to let's keep it between us two, eh? Monika giggles through the phone. Well, I did some thinking, and maybe I wouldn't mind trying to be more open about it. I found myself smiling even more than I already was. I mean, I was just teasing, but if you really want to, I'm more than happy with that. Thanks, Atazoth. Also, I'd love to walk with you. I'll be there soon. In a bit. Love you. Love you too. My neck hurts. I basically have to push a finger against my neck to make this voice. Fuck. She hangs up. I decide to wait outside for her. Just shy of 15 minutes later, from the corner of my eye, I see Monika coming up the street. I smile and wave at her. She smiles back and quickens her pace. Told you I'd make it. She seemed a tad out of breath. She didn't run here, did she? Never doubted you on that. Monika steps a bit closer and we quickly hug each other. So, you ready to go? Of course. I just gotta call Sayori first. She's usually out by now. I pull out my phone and dial her. Yeah, sorry, what's taking so long? Hang on a minute. What do you mean you can't find your uniform? Monika chuckles. Even for Sayori, this is new. Okay, hope you'll catch up. See you, Sayo. I hang up and look back to Monika. Sorry about that. No, you didn't. Fuck. You don't need to apologize. It's just Sayori being Sayori. Monica then gently grabs a hold of my hand and once again locking her fingers with mine. Besides, it does mean a bit more time alone. The girl really knows how to make me smile. I squeeze her hand gently. Let's go. The pair of us then start the walk to school hand in hand. Like many times before, there's a loving silence between Monica and I. There wasn't many students during the walk up that noticed us together. The few that did either seemed to have one of two reactions, either an attitude of, okay, or a seeming shock, more than likely because Monica's with someone like me. We eventually come up by a small convenience store. I'm just gonna get some coffee. You want anything? I'll have some coffee too. I'll be right back. I idly wait outside as Monica goes to get our drinks. After a few minutes, I start to hear a familiar voice calling out to me, accompanied by the quickly approaching sound of footsteps, meaning that could only be. Sarah takes a couple more moments to catch her breath. Kinda admirable that she ran up here. Then again, if there is a star or food involved, that girl's determination shoots through the roof. I guess there is a reason I didn't make the cut for the track team. Mm-hmm. I chuckle, mostly to myself. Hey, you said it, not me. Before Sarah can say anything, Monica comes with the star coffee cups in each hand. Ooh la la. Hey love, sorry I took so long. I bumped into Sayori. Monica knew that Sarah was gonna try and catch up with us, but I do doubt she knew she'd be this quick. Sarah's cheeks go a slight inch of red as she smiles to the side. I knew it. After hearing those words, both Monica and I go silent as we get closer to each other. I guess we're gonna have to tell her at some point. It's not even been a week, but yeah. Remember when fucking the voice? I mustn't forget that horrible voice I make. Remember when Atazoth went to check on me? Well, he kinda let it slip that he loved me. And since I was gonna tell him on Sunday, I decided it was the right time to say it. Monica then squeezes my hand as she smiles at Sarah. Sayori smiles back at us. That explains why you took so long on Monday. That's really sweet. Sarah is starting to tear up. Come here, Sayo. I pull in Sarah into a quick hug. Admittedly, I want to cry as well. Moments like this between Sarah and I were always sweet to me. Anyway, we should probably head off now. Off we go. I then finish the rest of the walk with my best friend and my beautiful girlfriend. Alright, I believe this is where we will end it, lads. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hate you, Belle. Don't you dare again, Ring. Thank God. Press like, subscribe, comment, and also I might make a small announcement video if I'm bored, where basically it will be that I'll want to do a series where I'll be able to do mods based on your suggestions. It will be just short mods, one-offs, YouTube only. Basically in the style of the bike or Monica smiley face, cause I'm bored. I like the shit they do, but honestly, if I made it up, it would just be a rehash of what they do, and I don't want to do that, cause fuck stealing content. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, lads, and have a good one. Bye bye.